Good day, everybody, and welcome back to the dark side. Sorry it's been a while since I posted part 4. Um, I kind of had a break-in at my place where they stole all of my gaming gear, including the headphones that I used to record. Finally got them back, so here we are for part 5 of the Roots mod, Rituals. This will be the final part, so let's get into it. The first ritual we are going to be looking at is Animal Harvest. Now you'll see as we go on, I built the ritual pyres that we will need. You can do that by going into the ritual itself and just pressing on this little visualize button, and it will bring up this little sort of spectral thing that you can use to build the ritual before you actually activated. Now, it is important to note that these are required to activate all of the rituals going forward when they are built here. So for this ritual, you're going to need wild wheat, wild root, melons, carrots, and wool. Now, this ritual is kind of fun when you have your little farm set up. I just have one cow here, but you can have a lot of them. When you activate it using your flint and steel, the cow will start glowing in a second. And once he starts glowing, he's going to give up his drops. Now, it will happen every few seconds as long as the ritual lasts. And this way, you don't have to actually kill the animals to get their drops. Then, secondly, we have flower growth. Now, flower growth uses petals, dandelion, poppy, wild root, and terra moss. And as you can guess, when you activate it, once the ritual starts taking effect, random flowers will start growing in the ritual site. Now, this ritual doesn't require any standing stones, it just requires the pyre and the ingredients. It does take a few seconds to start, and then eventually more and more flowers will grow. That brings us to the next ritual, overgrowth. Now, overgrowth needs terramoss, grass, sugarcane, and 2 barks. Once you activate this, any eligible blocks that can have a mossy variant that is next to water, it's important that the water block is next to it, will start transforming into their mossy variant. This is also very useful when you want to harvest large amounts of terra moss, as you can just break these, replace them, and get as much moss as you want, just replenishing the ritual every now and then. Our next ritual is Purify. Purify will need a baffle cap, a glass bottle, milk, aubergines, and terra moss. Now, once you activate this, say you're walking and suddenly you're poisoned, this will instantly remove that poison effect from you. It will also remove any fire effect once you're on fire, and it will also help you cure zombie villagers much faster, which can be very useful when you're working on a villager farm. Our next ritual is Wind Wall. Now for this, we're going to be in survival mode and we're going to spawn a few hostile monsters that's going to want to chase us down and eat our brains. But we can just activate this and it will make this little bubble around us that they cannot reach. As soon as they try to get closer, the ritual will just push them back and they won't be able to reach us anymore. The next ritual is Gathering. Now this will again need one of these little standing stones. The ritual will need wild wheat, aubergine seeds, iron ingot, and a redstone. So for this one, when we have a bunch of items just laying around and we want to pick them up automatically, we can activate this ritual. And once it's active, it will pick up the items and put it in the chest next to it. Then we come to the warding protection, which kind of needs a lot of ritual stones like this. And we will need wild root, stalactites, glistening melon, bark, and an iron chest plate. Now this one I'm not going to demonstrate, but essentially what it does is in the vicinity of the ritual, nothing can take damage. The next ritual is the healing aura. Now for this you'll need wild root, terra moss, bark, aubergine, and a sapling. You'll also need this birch tree that you can build yourself and a ritual stone for this to work. And what this does is it heals you while the ritual is running. Now, this is a much shorter ritual than the other ones, so just be wary of that. But this can go well with something like blood magic, where you have to damage yourself to kind of um, complete the mod. But it is a very useful ritual that you can use in conjunction with other mods. Then we have the Heavy Storms ritual, which requires a Dugonia, Cloudberry, Lily Pad, Vines, and Beetroot Seeds. Now this one we will demonstrate, it just makes it rain. Brings out heavy storms, and the storms last as long as the ritual is active. Then the Ritual of Divine Protection has the opposite effect. When you activate it, it will it make the rain stop. It will make the days longer and the night shorter. And when we say game time set night, when a zombie or other creature comes near it, any undead creature, the ritual will actually set them on fire as well. So not only will your days be longer and your nights shorter, but any hostile undead creatures would be killed for you as well. Now this spell requires oak bark, another bark, Pereskia, cloudberry, and glowstone dust. And then probably one of the most useful mods out there is Transmutation. Now here I have a little table for us, which we will get to now. For this you'll need bark, cloudberry, chiseled runestone, moss stone, and a furnace. So what this mod does is what this ritual does is put out on this little spreadsheet over here. So when you have a dead bush, that will turn into cocoa beans, birch would turn into jungle, birch leaves into jungle leaves. A pumpkin on top of water will turn into a melon. A pumpkin on top of sand will turn into cactus. What carpet on top of water will be a lily pad, and so on. So oak trapdoor on top of wool turns into cobwebs. Cocoa beans turn into carrots. Carrots turn into beetroot. Redstone on top of leaves turn into vines. Melons on top of cobblestone turn into pumpkins. So let's demonstrate. It does only do this every few seconds, so you'll see that most of this only happens. It doesn't happen instantaneously. So we'll give it a few seconds. There's the carrot, and so on. All of them will start changing as long as the ritual goes on. Now for the summon creature one, we are going to go into the JEE and look at what the usage is for this. So in the usage screen, you can see which items you will actually need to summon different creatures. And then once you have the ritual with 2 seeds, wheat, rotten flesh, and an egg, with the items on the little offering plates, and you activate the ritual, it will actually summon the creature that you have the specific items for into the world. Hello, donkey. Then we have the spreading forest. That is a spirit herb, terra moss, bark, and 2 saplings. So for this, you will need a single tree at least near it. And once you activate it, you'll see it takes a few seconds again, but it will start spreading the trees all around, firstly planting saplings and then growing the trees as well. Then the ritual of Storm of Fire is exactly what you think it is. It basically just makes it so that this ritual is a giant volcano. So you'll need 2 acacia bark, infernal bulb, blaze powder, and coal. And of course, the ritual stones like this. Once you activate it, you will be protected from it, but it will start raining down fire, setting creatures around it on fire, and keep going until the ritual runs out. The ritual of Frostlands is the exact opposite, requiring 2 spruce barks, Dugonia, snow block, and a snowball. Once you activate that, it will turn lava into cobbles, into obsidian, water into ice, and if you're in the right biome, it will turn the surrounding areas into snow as well. And that brings us to the end of the Roots mod. I hope you really enjoyed this and that there's at least something that you found helpful in this videos. And I hope that you're going to try out this mod and see what benefits this will actually have in your Minecraft experience. This was the end of this series. See you next time on the dark side. Thank you and goodbye.